What is good, YouTube? Electro J here, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I am going to be ranking every single episode from Harley Quinn Season 1. So I just finished watching the first season of Harley Quinn. I got both seasons. Tomorrow I'm gonna start watching the second season, but yesterday I finished watching all of Season 1. I absolutely love the show. The show's very good. My favorite character is King Shark, obviously. But yeah, but I thought it would be a fun idea to just rank these episodes on my least favorite to most favorite, or best to, or worst to best. It's gonna be least favorite to most favorite because each of these episodes are good in their own way, but just overall. All right, so so I'm basically gonna be ranking to help identify what episode is what. I'm gonna say the name. I'm gonna say the episode number, and then I'm gonna say the name of the episode, and I don't know which side it's going to be, but the photo that I found of the episode will be on this side. Yeah. All right, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss another one of my videos. New total drama video coming out on Tuesday, and let's get to it. So, coming in at number 13, we have can't speak. Coming in at number 13, we have episode 2, A High Bar. So this was basically the episode where Harley and Poison Ivy, they both decided, well, Harley mainly decided to go crash a Legion of Doom event, but it was actually the Penguin's son's bar mitzvah. Didn't really make sense. This was the episode where we were introduced to Kite Man, who it became in my opinion, I think he deserves to be kind of like a mainstay. I think that his story is when we first meet him, I did not like him. He was so dumb. But as the show progressed, I did like him more. So we got the introduction of him. The reason why this is at the last is just because nothing really happens. We get the introduction of Kite Man, but nothing really happens in the episode. In my opinion, it's just a filler episode. And as much as I like filler episodes, they could have really just written this episode out, and the show would have still been good. The show would have still been good with 12 episodes. Alright, so coming in at number 12 is episode 6, You're a Damn Good Cop, Jim Gordon. Now, this episode was really focused on Jim Gordon, obviously, because from this point before, Jim was really just a very drunk cop who had a failed marriage and was just using the bat signal to call out to Batman for friendship, and we actually hear him say that in the episode. So this is at number 12 because we see Harley actually tried to lead her crew, which consists of herself, Poison Ivy, Dr. Psycho, Clayface, and King Shark, and they try to steal Wayne Tech, and it didn't end well, to say the least. But it pretty much ends with that heist pretty much ends with Clayface's arm being chopped off and it becoming a child, which didn't make sense to me at all, but it really made this new spark kind of shine for Jim Gordon, but that was kind of written off again. This was once again it was a better it was another filler episode, but it was, in my opinion, it was a better filler episode than episode 2 was, because we actually saw the crew actually trying to do something, trying to make a name for themselves, but them just failed miserably. So then we have coming in at number 11, we have episode 9, A Seat at the Table. So this is where Harley got accepted into the Legion of Doom. She's now a member. Herself, Psycho, King Shark, and Clayface, they are all Legionnaires now, but Clayface, King Shark, and Psycho, they are all henchmen, which they did not agree to, but they have their own little side plot where basically they are henchmen of Bane, and I just gotta say, Bane is one of my favorite characters. He's one of the best characters on the show. If I decide to do a tier list after I'm done watching season 2 and I do a ranking for that, if I decide to do a tier list video, Bane will be very high up top. Okay, so back to the episode. So basically, we see Joker kind of get his way back with Harley. Harley does kind of fall for it in a way, but her reality checks in when, one, she basically fell for Joker again, and 2, the reality of her and Joker kissing pretty much led to the crew not trusting her anymore, specifically Ivy. So I definitely think that was a good way to drive the tension between her and Ivy, because prior to that we had just seen them have like very small arguments over like dumb things, but I think this was a very good argument that was settled. It's at number 11 mainly because when it comes to like action wise and just seeing how how it's obvious that Joker is literally just using Harley again. It's like kind of obvious, but for Harley, it's not really obvious. Coming in number 10, we have episode 10, ironically, Bensonhurst. This was the episode where we met Harley's parents, and this was a fun little filler episode. There was also obviously some plot behind that episode with Ivy's side of the story, her getting captured by Scarecrow and all that stuff. But this was kind of like good for us to kind of like learn about Harley's parents, where her mother, she's an okay woman, she's alright, but her father, who's pretty much the main villain of the episode, he basically just is a gambling man. He basically, in a way, he made Harley the way she is, in a way, by being a scumbag to her. And she did not like that, and we see that in the flashbacks, and we actually see why she's so good at why she's so good at gymnastics. And it's because of the flashback where her father tells her to literally throw the competition. And the fight scenes are so good. The fight scenes in this episode against Harley and her father were so good. You could really feel the tension between Harley and her father, and I really did enjoy that. Coming in number 9, we have episode 8, LODRSVP. I know that the first three letters are Legion of Doom. I don't know what the other letters stand for. If you guys do know it, comment down below. But so this episode goes at number 8, goes at number 9, because it really focused on how manipulative Lex Luthor can be, because this was the episode where we fully got to see more of Lex Luthor, and we saw that the whole reason why he invited Harley was because he wanted Poison Ivy, who in a way is more of a threat than Harley, somewhat. But Ivy, being the kind of cynical, well, not really cynical, but being the realistic person that she is, she doesn't want to be a part of it, but she inevitably tries to convince Harley that Lex was lying. And in a way, she did tell the truth about that, but Lex was just lying, was playing her instead, which shows the real manipulative side of Lex Luthor that is really well known in the comics. Coming in at number 8 is episode 3, So You Need a Crew. So this is basically the episode where Harley decided that she needed to form her own crew, her own team, and I really liked how we were introduced to Dr. Psycho, and we were introduced to Clayface and Dr. Psycho. Both of them are I absolutely love both of those characters in the show. They're absolutely funny. I love Psycho. He is literally the world's most evil woman hater. I don't know I forgot what the term is. If I remember what the term is, I'll put it here. But just how Dr. Psycho is as a character, it's so stupid, but it's so funny. Clayface is an actor. I never really saw Clayface kind of as an actor, but with Alan Tudyk, he's gonna bring that side to Clayface that no one even knew existed, which I really did love. But yeah, aside from that, we did see Harley struggling to form a crew. Maxie Zeus, I think that was the guy's name. Something like that. The main villain of the episode was Maxie Zeus. I think that was his name, not 100% sure, but him being the villain, didn't really care for him. I kind of knew that Harley was going to get back at him eventually, but it was good to see that she got justice after him. And yeah, so next up, coming in at number 7, we have episode 1, Till Death Do Us Part. The first episode of the show, where we pretty much see Harley break up with the Joker. It was a really strong episode. We got introduced to Harley and Ivy. We see how their dynamic works. We see how good of a villain Alan Tudyk is as the Joker. If you guys don't know, Alan Tudyk played a few characters in the show, but the ones I can remember off the top of my head, he played Clayface and he played Joker. So, bravo performance by him. So, so the way Joker is and the fight scenes were so good, and the way how we saw Harley talk to Harleen, Dr. Harleen Quinzel, was a very good dynamic between that scene. I really did like that scene. It's at number 7 mainly due to how, obviously it had set up the bigger world, the bigger season, and I think it deserves to be at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have episode 12, Devil's Snare. This was the penultimate episode, aka the second to last episode, and this episode was basically the crew trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and how they can stop these plant creatures. And I think that was a very cool side to see, the villains actually try to be heroes, because in the show's context, the crew are the heroes in a way. The crew are the main heroes. They're villains, but they're also the heroes. And I definitely think that the way that Ivy was killed was definitely something that I did not see coming. I definitely didn't see it coming. But when I first saw it, I did not see it coming. But I really did love how they handled that death, and we saw how heartbroken Harley was. The whole Kite Man thing, like proposing, I did not like that. That was so dumb. But it's Kite Man, so his character's meant to be dumb, but he's still a good character. All right, coming in at number 5, we have episode 11, Harley Quinn Highway. This episode basically had Harley regather the crew to rescue Poison Ivy. They all agree, not for Harley, but for Ivy, which is very good. Seeing Sai actually do something on the show was also very good. Seeing him like actually turn into the Transformer car thing, that was a very cool thing. Them doing the thing that they did in episode 5, where they went to Harley's mind, they do it to Ivy's mind, and I think that was a very cool scene, like seeing like Psycho be of use to the team, and like obviously the highway chasing on Harley Quinn Highway, that was such a good scene. I love that whole fight scene. It was so cool. The ending of that episode it definitely led into what was going to happen in the next 2 episodes, which I'm very happy that it did. Coming in at number 4, we have episode 13, The Final Joke. This was the season finale of Harley Quinn season 1. After Ivy's death, Harley decided that she will kill the Joker. She's going to try to kill the Joker, but she tries to team up with Batman. At first, the plan was going well, but then because of Clayface and how much of an actor he is, it pretty much messed up the plan, and Batman got captured, and we pretty much see how Gotham is pretty much destroyed in a way, and I really did like that dark side to Gotham. And I'm just going to say this now, Gotham in general, it's so good in the show. I just want to say that. But like the final joke, it was a very good episode. We finally got to see Harley take down, like, stop the person that turned her into this being in a way. And obviously the end of the episode teased that Joker wasn't dead, but when we saw him fall into the pile of acid, we thought that he was dead for sure. But when it comes to the Joker never dies. All right, so coming in at number 3, we have episode 4, Finding Mr. Right. This one is one of my favorite episodes because, 1, we get the introduction of King Shark, and 2, we see the crew trying to find a nemesis, which was so funny. Them trying to go with Superman, them trying to like actually use King Shark for his hacking skills and all that stuff. I really did enjoy that. The Robin stuff. Robin in the show never really warmed up to me, but I really liked how they introduced him and how he inadvertently wanted to be the nemesis of Harley Quinn, but Harley just didn't want it, and because like she kind of has a line, and she wanted a bigger name like Batman to go up against, but Robin was the only one who would do it. That whole final battle, it was so funny. Like it was kind of like one of those old rom-com, those old family rom-com shows. And it was like the final battle between Poison Ivy, Harley, Joker, a little bit with King Shark, and Batman. That was a very good battle. Coming in at number 2, episode 7, The Line. This is when we got to see the physical version of Queen of Fables, who throughout the show had been trapped in a book and kind of been like Harley's counselor in a way, like kind of like giving her advice of what to do. And I definitely liked how we got to see how violent Fables is. Because when I tell you that she is a psychopath, she is a psychopath. She is near Joker level insanity. She is near Joker level. Even though she's not as insane as a Joker, when it comes to killing, she is close to that level of insanity. With using literal fairy tale creatures to kill innocent people, which is very good. The final battle with the Jason Parkins thing, in a way, I kind of wish that they kept him alive and, like, maybe put him a part of the crew. Because, like, honestly, like, they could have done something more with him than just be, like, the one to just die at the end of the episode. But aside from that, like, the whole point of Queen of Fables being the episode, that was very good. I did enjoy that. The actress who plays Queen of Fables, she's incredible. Now, coming in at number 5. My brain's messed up. Coming in at number 1, we have episode 5, being Harley Quinn. This was my all-time favorite episode of the show. We finally have the crew. The crew has been formed, and Harley and Ivy, they're trying to find a new place to live for the crew to live. And Harley, in my opinion, the reason that this is number 1 is because in my opinion, this is when we see Harley Quinn truly become Harley Quinn. truly become her own hero, her own character. I'm not gonna say hero because she's trying to be a villain, but this is when she becomes her own character. And I definitely loved how we saw each of the characters like be an essential aspect to helping Harley become who she is at the end of the episode. And Sai's little adventure to try to kill them, like, well, more likely incinerate them, was actually very funny. I did enjoy that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is my ranking of all 13 episodes of Harley Quinn Season 1. Once I'm done watching all the episodes for Harley Quinn Season 2, that's when I will come back and do a ranking once again for all of those. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.